I just finished watching season 3 of Classroom of the Elite, and I'm ready to give my final thoughts of the series. This video is not going to be a review telling the plot and everything, but just my full experience watching the whole series. Because yes, I do rewatch it from the very first season. But before we going into that, this video is sponsored by myself. I just made a new Twitter account, and if you wanna see the objectively right opinion on anime and some spicy stuff, you came to the right place. Drop a follow with a link down in the descriptions, and also follow my Instagram if you want to. So if you've been following my channel, I actually already gave my review on the first and the second season, and it is not that great. I can say that Classroom of the Elite is not my kind of show, and before you tell me to read the light novel, I already read it and even bought the first volume. So I won't be comparing it that much to the light novel because I already did it in my first video. But there is still one more season left, and I don't want to jump into conclusions too fast because based on the light novel, this season should be one of the best arcs in the series. So, season 3 finished airing, and did it change my mind?
No.
It still has the same major problem with the last 2 seasons. I'm actually quite baffled on how the same studio did not improve anything for 7 years. They still keep the same criticism everyone had with the past couple of years. And the light novel is also not that good. I can say the light novel is far much better than the anime. And you're right, they butchered the adaptation pretty badly. But still, I'm not saying the light novel is good, and definitely not 8.8 light novel. But I have to admit, the light novel is much improvement on the anime, but just like Captain Price said, it is not hard to improve on garbage. On a good day, I would give this light novel a 7. That is the best rating I would give, and even I say it's pretty generous. But again, I'm not going to talk about the light novel, instead I'm gonna talk about the anime. Did I dislike all of the things on Classroom of the Elite? Absolutely not. To be honest with you, I really like the premise in the beginning. Classroom of the Elite is trying to simulate how real world works in high school, and I think it is a pretty dope concept. The scene that sold me is when all of the D class is throwing their money away in a month, and in the next month they didn't get anything. The teacher then reveals that you get money based on your grades and how well you are in school, and that's when I was like, nice. This is the thing that I wanna see in this series. I wanna see how these students are trying to adapt to being an adult. I wanna see their shocked face when they realize you have to put up a good performance to have a paycheck. And I also like how some students found all of this bullshit and wanna protest the system, and a student that wanna climb the ranks on their own without anyone helping her just to find out she cannot do it. All of this simulates the real world, and I'm really on board with seeing how things go. But we came across a major problem. One student that seemingly knows how everything works, being trained in a white room, which sounds like a room full of Sigma, have this aura, Sigma, alpha male, and he's not trying to show his skill because he is a badass. And he ruined the entire fucking anime. He ruined the whole premise that they already built in the beginning. The student is supposed to adapt the school system. But when Ayano Koji came, the series began circling around Ayano Koji instead. Classroom of the Elite is supposed to be realistic, supposed to criticize how society works. And society is not revolving around one person. The anime is trying so hard to make Ayano Koji look cold. Every episode is just geared towards Ayano Koji being a secret badass and getting girls. Or he is such a Sigma with his calculations that can make his class win and everyone is surprised. Instead of continuing the original premise. And this became so clear when in just 2 episodes, the anime suddenly came into a pool scene. Mate, I'm a romance anime connoisseur. This is supposed to come in episode 8. 11 is the fireworks festival, and 12 is the confession scene. 9 and 10 are the school festival and the bonfire. And they even have 2 pool episodes in which one of them is the guy trying to spy on the girl like, huh? And the season 2 is even worse. They have this plot where Ayano Koji is stealing another man's girl because you know, he is the alpha male. Of course every female fell in love with him because he is the Ayano Koji, the best main character in anime. And then Ayano Koji tries to save her from a bully, and they have this sports festival, and the sole purpose is to make Ayano Koji look strong. This is so painful to watch. But again, I'm not here to hate watch. I actually want to see this series becoming good again. I like the premise. I already told you how much I like the premise. So maybe Classroom of the Elite is better after the second season, right?
No.
The third season is even more painful. I didn't want to waste your time to tell you what happened in the third season because I don't remember anything about it. All I know is there is another character that came from the White Room and they kind of want to prove themselves who is better by trying to manipulate their classmates. That is all I remember. They're trying to make this girl be a mastermind behind everything that already happened, and I don't understand why Yuen is still acting tough, especially in the first season with all of these girls in the club. Brother, you're not even legal to butt chuck a Budweiser and they beat your ass in the last season. It is so unbelievably goofy. This series is becoming about how everyone is an enemy and how I wanna make Ayano Koji looks badass and sucking his dick. This is actually really on time because I just finished watching Charlie's video on Sigma Alpha Male. Take a listen what he is about to say.
You don't need to be like lashing out for that or trying to find reasons for why you might be quiet. Well, it's actually because I'm a secret badass who's always cold and calculating, planning my next move to overthrow the Alphas. It doesn't need to get into fanfic. There's nothing wrong with just being average and normal.
And Charlie is absolutely on point here. There is nothing wrong being normal. But I got one more good thing to say about this show. I actually kind of find Classroom of the Elite is entertaining. It's like when you watch a series that is so bad and it's looping its way to becoming a fun bad show. I actually laughed my ass off during the last episode of season 2 where Ayano Koji and Yuen squares up and it's animated so badly and it ended up looking like this. I genuinely never had a moment in anime when I was so shocked and I ended up laughing. Also, the songs, including the OSTs, openings, and endings, are great. I actually use it frequently in my videos like the one you are listening to it right now. So yeah, in conclusions, I still didn't rate Classroom of the Elite. So I'm really sorry for Fearless2899. I'm not going to make a video on a light novel. He even said can't wait. I'm really sorry. But if you find the anime is enjoyable, then good for you. I want to shoot myself in the knee because everyone, including me, has their own garbage that is only enjoyable to them. I'm still gonna defend Girlfriend as a masterpiece until the day I sail into Valhalla. So if you like Classroom of the Elite, you can like it whatever you want. We can have different opinions on shows that we like, but we can all agree that Kei is still the best girl in the series.